Blackstone Audio presents Golden State, a novel by Richmond. This book is read by Kathe Mazur. For Kevin and Oscar. Where is Nirvana? Nirvana is here, 9 times out of 10. Ho Sun Huang, Spring Watching Pavilion. Prologue. "Tell me a story," he said. So I told him about my first morning in San Francisco. It was July, summer in the city, foggy and cold. I was tired and jet-lagged and had yet to unpack, but I wanted to see the famous California coast. I took a bus over the Golden Gate Bridge to San Rafael, where I boarded a shuttle to Point Reyes. Alone, I wandered along the cliffs in the freezing fog, out to the lighthouse. I stood gazing at the roaring Pacific, a crazy-looking ocean, infinitely more dangerous and dramatic than the Gulf Coast waters I knew so well. On a small hill above a meadow, I followed a picket fence for several hundred yards, curious where it led, and then, without warning, the fence abruptly ended. A narrow ditch split the ground in two. On the other side, the fence continued on its way. A middle-aged man stood with a boy of about 7. The man was on one side of the ditch, the boy on the other. They held hands across the divide. "We're on top of the San Andreas Fault," the man explained to the child. "This used to be one long, straight fence. When the earthquake hit in 1906, it broke the fence in half and moved it 16 feet. I imagined the earth moving in one swift, startling motion, rearranging everything in an instant. Battling a sudden feeling of vertigo, I placed a hand on the fence to steady myself. What was I doing here? California might as well have been another country. Back home, we had hurricanes and tornadoes, thunderstorms so violent they shook the house to its very bones. But this was different. 1. 12:41 p.m., June 15th. The reception area of the tiny hotel is eerily empty. On the desk, a coffee mug smeared with red lipstick sits beside a small television, the volume turned up high, blaring news of the vote.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?